Hey friends, Al Iverson here. It's time for another of your email authentication and deliverability questions answered. Today, I want to talk about BIMI adoption data yet again. This, of course, refers to brand indicators for message identification, the inbox logo standard. In a previous video, I mentioned that I'm seeing about 30,000 BIMI records across the top 10 million domains. Do the math on that, and you get to about 0.3%, which sounds a bit small. It sounds tiny, doesn't it? Makes BIMI look like barely a blip. But that raw stat, which you can see here, is a bit simplistic in that it treats every domain the same, whether it's a Fortune 500 company or a mom and pop SMB e-commerce shop, or who knows what. 10 million domains ultimately goes pretty deep. So I thought it would be fun to try to look at this in a different way. What would happen if we were to focus on the domains that actually matter most? The biggest, the most popular domains, there's probably some sort of correlation there. These are more likely to be ones that customers actually see in their inboxes daily, that these are probably ones that are sending the most email, or at least a lot of important email. So you can see a sampling of that list here. And if you look at that list of domains, you'll see there's a lot of internet infrastructure listed there. But take my word for it, there's a lot of brands mixed in here too. Not particularly deep either, pretty high up. So here's what you get when you do that. It's kind of fun. Let's go to our friend Pac-Man to help break it down. When you slice the data from the top down, the picture changes significantly, quite a bit actually. When you look at the top 100 domains here, 20% of those, more than 20%, 22% of them have a BIMI logo. Now go down to the top 500 domains. Now we're at just over 20% adoption rate of BIMI across the top 500 domains. Look at the top 1,000. Again, it's about 20%, 19.7%. It's a pretty good adoption rate across the top 1,000 most popularly seen domains in my data set. Even if you go broader, it still holds up. Top 5,000, see, it's about 12%. Look at the top 10,000, right at about 10% adoption rate of BIMI across the top 10,000 domains. Now, if you go a little bit deeper here, it starts to water down a little bit. Top 25,000, nearly 7% adoption rate. Top 50,000, still over 5% adoption rate for BIMI. Top 100,000 domains, that's the first place you hit where it's below 5% adoption. You look at it there, top 100,000, the adoption rate is just over 4%. So all the way down to the top 10,000 domains, you're still looking at double-digit adoption. And I think that's pretty solid. What this shows to me is that BIMI is being adopted first by the companies that care the most about brand, trust, and inbox presence. Big brands, big senders, the ones with something to lose and something to gain. They're not waiting around. They're implementing BIMI today. And that's usually how this kind of thing goes with new technology. The leaders move first, and everybody else follows once it's proven out. So if you're looking at that 0.3% number and thinking, maybe later, you might be reading the wrong signal. Maybe the real signal is this. The companies setting the standard are already doing it. The big brands, the big companies, the big entities you are already aware of, they are implementing BIMI already. And so that's everything I've got for you today. Just a quick one there. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I invite you to send me an email at al.iverson@valamail.com with your feedback and questions. And be sure to visit our website at valamail.com when you're ready to embark upon your DMARC journey.